Yes, he said. Every time I saw someone help another, I saw the king, and I saw the mercy of Allah shining through them. True faith is not shown by grand speeches or empty prayers, but by the small acts of goodness we do when no one else is watching. When we trust Allah, stay honest, and act with kindness, we pass the greatest test, the one written not on paper, but in our hearts. The golden sun rose over the quiet kingdom of Nirobad, its rays painting the green fields in soft amber. Farmers were already at work. Children chased hens through dusty lanes, and the smell of fresh bread drifted through the air. At the heart of this peaceful land stood King Suleiman, a ruler loved by all. He was known for his justice, his calm voice, and his deep faith in Allah. Every Friday he would sit in the grand mosque with his people, not on a throne, but on the floor beside them, listening to their worries and praying with them. But as the years passed, a question began to trouble his heart. My people pray, they praise Allah, they honor me, but have they truly learned honesty and trust? Or do they act righteous only when someone is watching? The king decided he must know the truth, and to find it, he would test not their words, but their hearts. The king's secret plan. Late one night, under the glow of an oil lamp, King Suleiman called his trusted vizier, Harun. Tomorrow morning, he said, you will place a great stone in the middle of the main road that leads to the market. Under it, hide a bag of gold coins and a letter with my seal. Harun looked puzzled. A letter, my king? Suleiman nodded. Yes. The letter will say that the gold belongs to whoever removes the obstacle from the road. I shall watch in secret to see who acts, not for reward, but for goodness' sake. The vizier bowed deeply. As you command, my king. Allah is witness to your wisdom. Before dawn, the stone was rolled into place, massive and heavy, blocking the road that every merchant, farmer, and traveler used, and, as the first rooster crowed, King Suleiman disguised himself in simple clothes, covering his royal ring, and hid near an olive tree beside the road. The test had begun. The first to appear was Hamid, a wealthy merchant with fine clothes and a proud walk. His camels carried sacks of grain, and his servants followed closely behind. When he saw the stone blocking the road, his face darkened. Who put this here? He snapped. One servant bent down to inspect it. It is too large, master. We must go around. Hamid scowled. Then go around. Do you think I'll dirty my hands like a laborer? The servants obeyed, dragging the camels through the side path. As Hamid passed the rock, he muttered, if the king cared for his people, he would fix these roads. Hidden behind the tree, King Suleiman sighed. So much wealth, yet so little gratitude. The soldier's anger. A few hours later, a soldier came riding on horseback, tall, strong, with a sword at his side. He stopped abruptly at the stone, his horse neighing. What nonsense is this? He shouted. He tried to push it with his boot, but the stone didn't move. Curse the lazy fools who do not care for the king's road, he barked, then turned his horse sharply and galloped away, dust rising behind him. Again, Suleiman's heart sank. He has strength but no patience, duty but no humility. The beggar's prayer near noon. As the sun burned high, an old beggar woman hobbled along the road. Her back was bent, her clothes torn, and her hands shook as she leaned on her stick. When she saw the stone, she sighed and sat beside it. Oh Allah, she whispered. Even the roads are tired today. She could not move the rock, but she raised her hands and prayed softly. Ya Allah, make it easy for whoever must pass this way. Protect them from harm. Then she smiled faintly and continued on her journey, her shadow small and fragile against the sand. The king's eyes filled with tears. Even in weakness, her heart was kind. Such people keep the world standing. By late afternoon, the market road was nearly empty. Then came Yazan, a young farmer with rough hands and a hopeful face. His donkey pulled a small cart of vegetables, his only means of income. When he saw the stone, he stopped. The donkey brayed softly, tired. Yazan looked around. No one was there. He could have turned back, like the others. He could have waited for someone stronger. But something in his heart whispered, maybe Allah put this here for a reason. He tied the donkey to a tree, rolled up his sleeves, and began to push. The stone didn't budge. He pushed again. Still nothing. His arms ached, sweat poured down his face. But he didn't give up. Ya Allah, he murmured, give me strength to help others, not just myself. He took a stick for leverage, pressing it under the rock. Inch by inch, the stone groaned, shifted, and finally rolled aside, revealing a dark patch of earth underneath. There lay a small leather bag. The letter and the gold. Yazan picked it up, confused. Inside were gold coins and a folded parchment sealed with red wax. He opened it carefully. The letter read, "This gold belongs to the one who clears the path for others. You have done what few would do, not for wealth, but for goodness." King Suleiman, Yasin's eyes widened. He fell to his knees, tears mixing with the dust. "Subhanallah," he whispered. "The king tested our hearts, and Allah guided mine." He didn't rush to keep the gold. Instead, he took a deep breath and looked around. "This belongs to the people," he thought. "I must take it to the palace." The king reveals himself that evening. As the sun dipped low and painted the sky crimson, Yazan reached the palace gates. The guards stopped him, but he showed the king's letter. They led him inside, where King Suleiman sat on his golden throne. The king smiled faintly as the young farmer entered. "What brings you here, my son?" Yazan bowed deeply. "My lord, I found this bag under a stone on the market road. It carries your seal. I thought perhaps it was lost." The court grew silent. The vizier's eyes sparkled with pride. King Suleiman stood and removed the royal ring he had hidden since morning. "It was not lost," he said gently. "It was placed there as a test." Gasps filled the hall. The king stepped down from the throne and took Yasin's hand. "I saw many walk by that stone today. Rich men, strong men, proud men. Only you stopped to clear the way. You worked alone, not knowing anyone watched. Tell me, why did you do it?" Yazan lowered his gaze. "My king, the road belongs to all of us. I thought, if I can ease the path for others, Allah will ease mine. And I trusted that even if no one saw, He would." The king smiled, eyes glistening. "You have spoken the truth, Yazan. You trusted Allah, and you acted with honesty and kindness, not for reward, but for His sake." He turned to the court. "Let it be known across Nurabad, faith is not proven by words, but by deeds done in secret for the sake of Allah." Then he placed the bag of gold back into Yasin's hands. "This is yours, not as payment, but as a sign of Allah's blessing." The ripple of faith news of the test spread through the kingdom like wind through wheat fields. The proud merchant felt shame and returned to the road to help repair it. The soldier offered to guard the market path each day. Even the children, hearing Yasin's story, began clearing litter from the streets. The kingdom changed not through orders, but through example, and King Suleiman watched from his palace balcony one evening as the villagers worked together, laughing and helping one another. His heart filled with peace. He whispered, "Alhamdulillah, now I know, faith still lives in the hearts of my people." The final lesson years later, when Yazan had grown old and his hair turned grey, people still spoke of the day the king tested his people. Once, a traveler asked him, "Why did you risk your time and strength for a rock on the road?" Most would have walked away. Yasin smiled, his eyes soft. "Because I learned something that day. The road we walk in life is full of stones, trouble, pain, and tests. Some complain, some run away. But those who trust Allah and try to make the path easier for others, they find gold not in bags, but in their hearts." The traveler nodded, moved by his words. "And did you ever see the king again?" Yazan looked toward the distant palace and smiled. "Yes," he said. "Every time I saw someone help another, I saw the king, and I saw the mercy of Allah shining through them." True faith is not shown by grand speeches or empty prayers, but by the small acts of goodness we do when no one else is watching. When we trust Allah, stay honest, and act with kindness, we pass the greatest test, the one written not on paper, but in our hearts.